in the soup, we help Mimi emancipate some idols.
I'm not making any sense.
Put our seatbelts on for Britney Spears.
Being her son is not fun.
Break out the juice boxes for Dancing with the Stars.
Of all my days of watching girls puke.
And plump our lips for the Rock of Love finale.
Pathetic!
Plus, a visit from the male nurse, the latest on the hills, novella catfights, and whatever this is.
Pero sobre todo mucho, mucho.
Now, here's the host who watches it all for you, Joel McHale.
Interns have been drinking. What a week! I got rear-ended by the Pope in Texas while marrying my 5th wife. It was the exciting finale of Rock of Love 2 this week. The pressure was mounting for Bret Michaels as he had to choose between Unstable Daisy, seen here reacting to the sight of Bret without a bandana, and Molting Cougar Amber, seen here aging more. Luckily, Bret was able to squeeze in a moment of reflection on the beach in Cancun.
All I ever needed was you. Was you. Remember our first dance, our first kiss.
Did you see those animals going at it? And that nature footage? What has happened to America? But ultimately, Bret had to decide between emotional time bomb Daisy and vintage Amber. Would he choose the skank or wind up alone?
I want him to take a risk with me.
You know how much I love you and care about you. This Torrance here.
Bret just eliminated me. And it sucks because I love him. I'm in love with him.
I'm sorry.
Okay. I just want to curl up in a ball and eat a lot of ice cream.
Just don't understand why Bret didn't pick me. I'll have to ask him the next time we're having sex. Moving now to American Idol, where people can only hope to one day be Bret Michaels. It was Mariah Carey week on Idol, so with that coming between Dolly Parton last week and Andrew Lloyd Webber next week, somebody there's been peeking at my wish list. Mariah performed with a microphone, stand, and earpiece made of diamonds created by the compression of fabric against her chest. During the obligatory call-in section of the show, otherwise known as filler, we were reminded of the great sacrifice the soon-to-be-kicked-off Christy Lee Cook made to get where she is.
Were you able to buy your horse back, you know, the one you sold to come to the audition?
No, actually, the guy who bought the horse does not want to sell him back to me.
Sir, but you won't sell this young lady's horse back. And look at this face. I mean, please. She's working hard each week to win over America. Please let her have her little horse back.
Oh! How much do you want for what's left of them? By the way, Idol producers, nice job making the bottom 3 elimination process so humiliating, even the precocious imp refused to take part. According to E! News, ratings for the show are down since Sanjaya was kicked off last season. Interesting.
Sanjaya.
We've just ensured there will be a 6th season of The Soup, unless, of course...
Some people weren't liking it.
Exactly. In the non-story story of the week, Britney Spears rear-ended another car on Los Angeles' busiest freeway. No one was injured, but the paparazzi are still feeding on it. Access Hollywood had all the important details, none of which were about the accident.
CHP were called to the scene, no tickets were issued, and Britney made one fan's day when the fans spotted the pop star.
Oh my God!
That woman was screaming over the price of gas.
Brittany, stop driving that car! It's an 8-cylinder fuel-injected turbo. It gets like 12 miles to the gallon. Get a hybrid. Most likely Japanese, even though
GMC is making strikes. Their Yukon is decent, but it's probably way too big for you. Ethanol is too expensive, and the process leaves a bigger carbon footprint than gas. Do you know what superconductivity is, Brittany? Exactly. Access Hollywood also caught up with Donald Trump, who showed us that he's grown and matured over the past year and is finally acting his age.
Well, I think Rosie's a very abusive person.
The Donald offered his not-so-sensitive response to the Globe's salacious claim that she abused her son Parker.
She's a slob, and I'm not surprised to see it. I would imagine that being her son is not fun. I know Rosie very well. She's a very, very bad person.
And if she ever does anything else that can't be proven, I'd love to comment on it. You've got my number, 1-800-Rosie. In celebrity relationship news, Paris Hilton's parents have thrown their support behind her relationship with good Charlotte rocker Benji Madden. Paris's mom, Kathy, says, "I have a funny feeling it's going to go all the way." So does everyone who dates your daughter. That's sort of why they do. Meanwhile, yes. Dad Rick says, "We love him like family already." He added, "In fact, we love him so much like family that we've already started not paying attention to anything he does so that he's forced to act out in increasingly lewd and self-destructive ways in an effort to gain our attention." And I call him son. In legal news, Vanilla Ice has been released from jail but ordered by a Florida court to stay away from his wife following his arrest for domestic battery. The court said he can only see her if he agrees to stop, collaborate, and listen. Don't applaud that. In other music news, the CMT Music Awards were held Monday night. It's the only award show where nominees wear their formal denim. Former Idol contestant Kelly Pickler took home a coveted buckle for her video, and she'll no doubt take home a Soup Award later this year for her acceptance speech.
I'm so excited. I know I'm forgetting a lot of people, and so if I forget to say your name, it's not because I forgot you. Well, it is because I forgot, but I don't know what I'm saying right now. Thank you so much. I'm going to quit rambling because I'm not making any sense. Okay, you can take the camera off of me now. Am I off?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, if I look like an airheaded turnip brain, it's not because I'm an airheaded turnip brain. Well, it is because I am an airheaded turnip brain. What's an airheaded turnip brain? I mean, I know I just said it. Am I still talking? Am I here? Are you here? Did I win something? Wow, colors, shapes, and lights. That's me. Let's talk about chicks, man.
Chicks, man.
Sex and the City star Cynthia Nixon had some devastating medical news that only Extra could make sound like some bizarre apocalyptic prophecy coming true.
Extra! Cancer strikes a Sex and the City star.
I always sort of thought, I'm probably going to get breast cancer.
And she did.
Extra always wanted to become the crassest entertainment news magazine on TV. And they did. You know, it's a slow news week when E.T.'s Mary Hart is getting fired up about lollipops.
Jessica Alba too pregnant to shop. That story tops tonight's Real or Rumor. The mom-to-be shopped in Beverly Hills at a pea in the pod and then sucked on a lollipop before hitting the street. Eating for two is a good thing, Jessica.
That's it? What, was it a Tootsie Pop or a Blow Pop? How many licks did it take to get to the center? Damn it, Mary, if you want to win that Pulitzer, you will finish telling me about that lollipop. Anyway, you may have heard that a collector of Marilyn Monroe memorabilia claims to have brokered the sale of a sex tape made by the deceased megastar. While the tape's existence may or may not turn out to be true, E has taken the appropriate steps in case it is.
Look out, Paris. Move over, Kim. Step aside, Pam. E's got a red-hot reality show featuring the latest sizzling celeb to come out with a sex tape. And this time, she's not just a superstar, she's a legend. E Entertainment Television presents Maintaining Marilyn. Just because she's not on the go doesn't mean she's not where the action's at.
I usually polish a nameplate every half hour, but sometimes I do it every hour.
She's gone from a candle in the wind to a fireball on basic cable.
Things have changed a lot since that sex tape. We used to get 2 or 3 people a day. Now we get 5 or 6.
It doesn't matter if you like it hot or if you prefer blondes. E's got your front row seat to the behind-the-scenes world of an icon.
Can't say that I've seen many of her movies. More of a reader.
So goodbye, Norma Jean. Hello, entertainment. Only on E. We love it, too.
That is going to be great. More animated than Paris. Speaking of warming up stuff, let's have some chat stew, shall we?
So meaty.
The folks at Fox and Friends are well-respected professionals. I can't get through that setup ever. Never mind, just roll the clip.
Got it.
Oh, cool. I gotta get him. I gotta get him, Steve. You eat the cheese. High heels.
You know, this is the problem when instead of the hazelnut coffee, they bring mimosas. 13 minutes after the top of the hour.
Booyah! Oh, man, I can just see that guy later in the bar. And then I said, mimosas. Mimosas! It just came to me! Over on The View, Marilyn's alleged sex tape was a hot topic. Of course, decorum ruled the day.
There's a sex tape out of Marilyn Monroe doing the Monica.
Doing the Monica.
Spell this out for you.
What in the name of God's flat earth was that? We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for reality show clip time with Dancing with the Stars Jr., novella Catfights, and The Hills. Plus Naked Birds and the Kick-Ass Clip of the Week.
Welcome back. The human body is designed with a very specific place for the consumption of food and a very specific place for the evacuation of waste. This week on Hell's Kitchen, Gordon Ramsay tore the remaining contestants a new evacuation place.
What is going on? Get in there! Stand on the sections! We've gone backwards! And you're just all over the place! And you're just hopeless! And you don't care! Pathetic! Off! Not good enough! What is going on?
Excuse me, my salmon is a little undercooked and it looks like someone kicked some garbage on it. Which incompetent chef is responsible for that? On the Hills, Heidi and Spencer are on a break. So Heidi decided it would be a good idea to have a girls' night out. But the party was sabotaged when coincidentally Spencer showed up with his friend Kevin and a creepy flesh-colored beard and did the unthinkable.
Take it on, big cock. You can sip it. Just don't be rude when other people are sipping.
Taking shots. They're taking shots. They're taking shots. They're taking shots. I'm leaving.
We played a drinking game where every time Heidi says they're taking shots, you take a shot. Then we played it where every time you cry for the pathetic state of America's youth, you take a shot. I don't remember much after that. Back at Lauren and Adrina's apartment, Adrina recounted the evening's drama because 75% of the Hills consists of talking about stuff that happened in the previous scene.
Surprisingly gross though how many girls are on him. He probably pays them. No girl would willingly touch that scum. Whoa, where'd that come from?
It came from page 15, Lauren. Yeah, right here. Emphatically, blah, 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 scum. So, you want this? I've spent the last 4 years watching Dancing with the Stars, mumbling the same simple prayer under my breath so my wife couldn't hear. And this week, I was told my prayer would be answered.
We've packed our upcoming result shows with some amazing acts. In the coming weeks, the newly engaged Ashley Simpson and, are you ready for this, Def Leppard.
Well, I prayed and sent 40,000 bags of hair to ABC, so thank God. And Dancing with the Stars isn't just for stars anymore. Now children under the age of 10 can sparkle and jive in an effort to resurrect the careers they haven't even had yet. Jared and Kara impressed the judges enough to advance to next week. Dimitri and Michelle, you guys are losers. And you always will be. Know that when you do anything. Fine, those little losers are cute, but we like it a little more freestyle than that around here.
My name is Latino. I like to dance.
He's like 25 now. Rock the Cradle is like American Idol, but the contestants are all children of famous rock stars. During the first elimination, Chloe Latanzi, Newton-John, daughter of Wayne Newton and Elton John, and Jessie Moniz, daughter of George Washington and Johnny Cash, reactions are exactly the opposite of what you'd expect.
America's voted, and I'm sorry, but based on the public vote, you're going to sing right now. Jessie, you have been eliminated. Chloe. You okay? Chloe, you okay? Okay, go on backstage and get ready for your song, okay?
You mean I have to keep performing on this show? Why can't I just be eliminated and handed a record deal? My mom's totally connected. My mom, Elton John. Viva Hollywood traps 12 aspiring novella stars in a house to see who can act their way into becoming the world's biggest Latino stereotype. The show is hosted by Maria Conchita Alonso, which made Vinci, who you may recognize from Eighth and Ocean, muy excitado.
For me, it's just like a fantasy thing. I won't lie, I think she was one of my first experience with woman watching TV by herself. You know what I mean?
I was playing with my penis. Do you get it? Masturbating. In the first challenge, the housemates had to show their passionate side in a short scene.
The first, the brother Kim, then the...
Kaline's English is bad, so I'm thinking we're screwed.
Yes, unless you're trying to become the star of a Latin telenovela, in which case Spanish, being your first language, might be useful. And make the show completely pointless. But no one bring that up in the pitch meeting. Cállate. Miss Rap Supreme is a new reality show that aims to find the new great female rapper. But since it's a reality show, the girls all live in a hotel together and get drunk.
Oh my God.
Holla.
Alcohol, as they say, it makes you let down your prohibitions.
Well, she's almost historically accurate. Let's just let her think that. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned for Dirty Birds, a visit from the male nurse, and the kick-ass clip of the week.
All of these recipes call for a 10-inch dude.
Britney Spears made news with a minor traffic accident over the weekend. Here are some other celebrity non-stories making headlines. Lindsay Lohan was caught feeding the pandas when it clearly states, do not feed the pandas. Jessica Simpson didn't have exact change, even though she was in the exact change toll lane, and it was like really embarrassing. Miley Cyrus and Hannah Montana filed separate tax returns. Actually, that is kind of a big deal. She could go to prison for that. And finally, Ryan was not at least this tall to ride the ride. We'll be right back. Welcome back. And now, Dutch ovens C.W. Butch Welch with a story about Dutch ovens.
You know, a lot of us Dutch oven cooks, we say Dutch oven so many times, we've abbreviated that to DO. And in a class this spring, one of my students was going through a recipe book looking for a particular recipe. And she said, well, all of these recipes call for a 10-inch do. So I had to go back and explain to her that a 10-inch do is a 10-inch Dutch oven. So anyway.
A 12-inch do, on the other hand, is a perfect morning. By the way, you might want to avoid that pile of leaves back there. I had a perfect morning. Let's see what the male nurse brought us this week.
It's time to check your RAM.
12-inch do. It's hard sorting through all the useless internet drivel like world news and stock quotes to find something online that truly matters. But then you discover this news report on Oscar the Naked Dancing Cockatoo, and somehow it all makes sense and all makes the web worthwhile.
CBS 4's Maribel Rodriguez introduces us to Oscar.
Meet Oscar. She is probably the ugliest bird you will ever meet. But this bird with only a few feathers on her head gives a whole new meaning to real beauty comes from within.
She's our little mascot.
She is also their entertainer. Here's her best Mick Jagger impersonation.
I had to eat him. The stupid bird couldn't even play guitar. And he was beak sinking. That brings us to our clip of the week. I have salmonella. The clip of the week comes from Miss Rap Supreme. In the grand tradition of Tyra Mail and a phone call from Donald Trump's secretary, the show has a clever way of giving the girls their challenges. I give you the magic mirror.
Hey yo, sisters, don't let me down. You better step up and make a dope sound. Make it happen with your rapping. Rock it steady and get the world to clap.
I think this means something.
I think it means your agent couldn't get you onto Flavor of Love. Well, that's the show. Hey, Philadelphia, I'll be at the Keswick Theater on April 25th. If you get your tickets now, you should get seats close enough to throw stuff at my head. You can get your early taste of the soup by going to Yahoo, searching keyword condensed soup. We'll see you next week.